Okay folks, I want to do a walkthrough right now of the Smokemont Campground located in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park just outside of Cherokee, North Carolina, about 4 miles into the national park once you leave Cherokee. And we're going to start right here in the B loop. I don't think there is an A loop, so this is the first campsite once you pass the ranger station. And I want to be sensitive to people who are in their campsites, that I don't just walk by and record them. But I want to give you an overview of the sites here. This is B1, and started doing this last year for a couple of reasons. Number one, a lot of people book these campsites online anymore. This is site B2, of course. Nice, open, spacious site. And a lot of times you book a site unseen, like we did when we came up here. We booked site D34, had never seen it. And one of the things about that is when you're trying to get an idea of what your site's going to look like, there's very few resources online that show you. Here's B3, unoccupied. Nice spacious site. There's really not a bad site here in Smokemont, except for maybe the one we got. And it's not a bad one, it's just, I'd probably put it at the bottom of the list. So, but what I was saying was that there is a website called Campsite Photos, and you can kind of get an idea of what a site looks like from that web page, but not a real good idea. And I decided last year that whenever we camp somewhere, I'm going to do a walkthrough of the campground. Here's B4, and that way hopefully I can try to get at least a good number of the sites on video so you can look it up, and if you see one that you think looks good, you can try to reserve that site. That's kind of what that's the second reason. That's what I'm doing now too. We usually camp over in Cades, Cove, or in Cataloochee. It's been a long time since we've been to Smokemont, so I'm actually going through now and looking for a good site for ourselves next time we want to come as well. But hope this video is helpful. It's going to be kind of long. This is a big campground. Honestly, there's probably more good sites in this campground than most. Some campgrounds have some sites that look nice, some not so nice. Most of the sites here are spacious. Here's B6. There's a lot of little roads that cut off to the side here. That's why this is going to take me a while. I'm just going to stay on the outer loop right now and continue walking. The bathrooms, there's plenty of bathrooms here. They're not spaced too terribly far apart. A lot of unoccupied sites today, and that's good for this video, to have some unoccupied sites. There will be some sites I can't show you if people are sitting in their chairs and just staring at me. You know, a lot of times they don't want to be recorded, or they don't know why you're recording them. So, really just trying to give everybody an overview of the campground. Here's C1. I'm trying to hold this as steady as I can while walking, because yes, I've watched some of my own videos and there's some improvement to be made there. So here's C2. Get out of the way of the vehicle. Again, most of the sites in this campground are good sites. I mean, there's really not a bad one. Plenty of space, good sized tent pads. Beautiful campground. The river's on the other side of it. We're actually staying where you can hear the river. Can barely hear it where I'm at now, not too well. There's C3. C4. And if you want a dumpster near your site, C4 would be a good one, or C5 would be, either one of those. The ups and downs of having a dumpster near your site is that you don't have to walk far to throw your trash away. The downside is you have to listen to everybody else slamming the lid from your campsite, because other people use it too. So here's C6. Now, I didn't really think these would be popular videos. I did this with Cades Cove Campground last year, and also Balsam Mountain, and I've actually had people comment or message me thanking me for doing that because they wanted to book in one of those campgrounds, and they said that really helped them. So I'm going to try to do that anytime we camp. Our next camping trip will be in Cades Cove, and I'm not going to do another one because I've already done one, but have not done one of Smokemont yet, just a drive-through. Here's C8. Somebody's standing out there by the camper, so I'm not going to aim the camera right at them. And one thing in Smokemont you want to be aware of is that you have to make some turns sometimes to find your site. So watch for the signs. For instance, we're in D34, so we don't stay straight. To go to our site, you'd have to turn left right here, and then you got to go down there and make another right turn, and they're at the stop sign. You can, so I can zoom up on that. So ours is kind of like in the middle, but you do want to watch for the signs if you have a site that may be not right on the main outer loop here. So we're coming up into the D loop now. We got D1. Looks like somebody's had a party or something. All the balloons. Again, another good spacious site. D2. That one's got a lot of space. I don't know that I like the fact it's got pavement around all sides there. It's like a little island. D3, really spacious site there. They got all kinds of room. You can about pass football on that one. It's been a long time since we've camped in Smokemont. We have several times years ago, and as a kid I camped here. But probably the first time in 15 years, I guess, that we've actually camped back in it. D4. Again, that's another island surrounded by road. Here's D5. Got a water fountain right there by D5, if that's important to you. Plenty of space there. D6. When I booked this site probably a month ago, there were very few sites left available for booking online. That's why we ended up in the one we were in. It was one of the last ones available. And it's got its upsides too, but I think the forecast for rain maybe held a lot of people off. Maybe some people canceled. There is a $10 fee to cancel your reservation. We thought about it. The weather forecast was not good for this weekend. I'm glad we didn't, because we haven't been rained on yet. I mean, it's cloudy. It had rained a little bit. I know the road looks wet, and it is, but that's pretty much just dampness, I guess, or from the rain yesterday before we got here. It has not rained since we've been here. And it's now afternoon on Saturday. It's not saying it won't, but I'm saying I'm glad we didn't cancel. D10. D11. It's kind of a neat little setup, a little tent with going right out into the screen house there. Interesting. D12. D13, another water fountain at D13. You know, just depending on what you're looking for in a campsite. Some people like to be close to the bathroom. I don't want to be so far away from it that, you know, it takes a while to get to it, but I don't like to be right next to it and hear the toilets flushing all the time either. So, you know, we usually get a couple campsites down from the bathroom. D15. These are some nice shady sites back up in this part of the loop, at least right now. D16. And what's really good about these, I know I said I didn't really like the road all around them, but honestly, in a way, it's an advantage, because like me, I'm pulling a trailer, and you can basically pull your vehicle and trailer in there with no problem. Some campgrounds, it's hard to get a trailer in there because of the small parking spaces. That is not a problem here at all. Here's D18. I haven't really seen one bad site yet. We're almost at the back of the campground now, but we are nowhere near done, because we got all kinds of little roads down the middle and down the out. I'm going to go around the outer loop first. So D19, don't want to really, I kind of respect everybody's privacy here, but let's just see that real quick. And again, I'm pretty well staying on the outer edge right now. Coming up on the river. Here's the group camp area or the exit to the left, but here's the river. I love a campground with a river. I really, really do. So, stop and get this river just a second. I want to record that guy's campsite. He's watching me, so I'm stalling right now. Alright, change of plans. I'm not going to walk around the back side on the outer loop first because I can't find the campsite numbers over there. But anyway, here's the side at the very back of the D loop. Extremely spacious site. So I'm actually going, I should be walking backwards now. The numbers are going to start descending now. That's D32. Very, very spacious site there. This is another one. This is going to be D31. Yeah, my best bet to turn around and walk backwards at this point. I'm going to say this is D30. I'll confirm that when I get up to the sign. I'm kind of going at a backwards angle now, folks. I'm sorry. Yep, D30. D29. A little bit sunny in that one if you like some sunshine. I kind of like to sit in the shade when I'm camping in the summer. Yep, D29. And of course, bathhouses. And there's a dumpster, which obviously needs emptying, and I hope they do, because that will attract a bear tonight. So where did we leave off at? D29. This should be 28, I'm guessing. Yep. D27. Nice, shady, spacious. All of these are spacious. I'm telling you what, there's really not a bad site in this campground that I've seen yet. D26. See how you can just pull your camper or trailer, whatever you got, right in there. Here's D25. Right here next to the bathroom is D24. Another bathhouse. Now, I just spotted something through the woods over there, right between them two trees. You zoom up really close here. Right between them trees is somebody laying in their chair that did not want to accompany me on the walk-through. And she is no doubt already asleep, so she doesn't know I'm recording this, but she will. Alright, let's move on. It's a wonder I'm still alive, doing stuff like that. D23. Someone saying hello. I'm not going to spend a lot of time parked right here in front of this one. D22, though. D21, that would not be one I would want to pick there, I don't think. Not real spacious. D20. Alright, now I'm going to turn around and walk back up this way towards our campsite. These roads are a little confusing. You do have to watch for the signs, but I think I'm getting them all, so should be going in the right direction to get the camp site numbers on the post this time. Here comes D33. That one's beside of us. It's empty. And that one was occupied yesterday, so they've checked on out. D34 here. Let's get a closer view of Sleeping Beauty here. We'll walk on by and not disturb her. See, again, I like these little pull-through things right here where you can just drop your trailer, and that's my little trailer. D35 is a handicap space if you need that. Last night that was occupied. That one, this one over here, and then I think the next one up was occupied by a whole group of people. They had like 15 or 20 bicycles, ranging from small kids to adult size. So it looks like they've checked out. She spotted me. Wave! Sleeping Beauty spotted me. So. Alright, D36. It's another handicap accessible site. And it looks like the handicap sites have the lantern post already in the ground. I have to bring my own little lantern pole. I got 2 lanterns and 1 pole. So, I guess I probably should invest in another lantern post. D36. And this is occupied by the camp host. D37, so I'm guessing that one's not reservable. And D38. Nice shady site with a little bit of sun, filtered sun. D39, they're in the shade, ain't they? I think they're gonna be here a while. D40. D41 coming up, and they're just getting here apparently. Pigeon Camp, good site. D42, very spacious site right there, and you're close to the river, you can hear it. That's a very, very spacious site. That would be a good site for future reference to come here, except the power line right there and the cable and the yellow tape. I don't care for that, so I'll probably scratch that one off of our future list just for that reason. Otherwise, I'd like that. D43. Good shady site there. Maybe not quite as much space as the other one, but still nice. Adequate for us anyway. D44. And we're at the end again, D45. It's not a bad site. It's kind of like a triangular shape. And here's the river. You can probably maybe hear the creek a little bit. Okay, I think this is going to be our final stretch, although it's a pretty long stretch. These basically to my left are the ones I've just now shown you. I'm walking around the outer loop now. So I'm going to pick back up once we get to where the campsites are numbered again, because these ones on the left, I'm just on the other side. And I just showed those. So, well, I will say this. Over here's the group camping area. And they're really fortunate. They're right on the creek, right on the river. So if you got a church group or youth group or family, just family get together where you got a lot of people. I don't know what the minimum number of people is to get group camping. I don't have any idea. You'd have to look that up. But anyway, there it is. It's a little bit more out in the open field. It's not really as sheltered as the rest of it is. Here's a better view of the group camping area. Looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 9 or 10 tent pads right there. 9. I see 9. Maybe a 10th one over beyond that. So 9 or 10 tent pads right there on the group site. And there's picnic tables. Now, let me get on the other side of the bathrooms for that. Here's the bathrooms. Yeah. And there's more picnic tables over there. Again, I know this is a shaky video. Some of you have been very kind to tell me that my videos are hard to watch. I don't maneuver a stick very well when I'm walking. So I just usually try to hold the camera still as I can, but I am walking, so that is creating some movement. So I am trying to do better. I'll try to stabilize it when I do the editing process. I do have a video stabilizer feature that helps some, so hopefully this won't be too hard to watch. In front of my truck. Looks like she's gone back to sleep, so I won't record her again. Alright, over there, I'm not going to walk over there because that's basically just for RVs. Well, maybe I will. We'll see. It's taking a while to do this. That's section F. You cannot tent camp in section F. So you actually cross the little bridge across the river there to get over there. And if you've got a camper or an RV, well, that's your place, I guess. Of course, you can have an RV in the other ones as well, but I'm assuming, and I don't know what the difference would be. I know where we're at, you can only run a generator till such and such time at night, and you have to shut it off. I don't know if maybe there's no restrictions over in that section. But a little bit of an open view of a mountain here, not much. Alright, we're coming into the last leg of it now. Coming up on campsite C9. It was through here. My wife saw some yesterday. She said that she really liked, so I'm not sure which ones they were. To be honest, I know one's the very last one, but there's a couple. So here's C9. Not a bad site at all, right here by the river too. And I'm going to assume that's C10. Yeah, it is C10. Decent site. C11. Right next to the bathroom. Pretty spacious. Again, decent site. I would consider that one. C12, a little bit smaller site. Probably not. I mean, I'm not telling you not to get it. I'm just saying. And you got all the bathroom traffic walking by constantly, so I would probably try to skip that one myself. Here's some nice shady sites. Got a water fountain here by this one. I'm gonna guess that's C. What was the last one? 12. I'm gonna say that's C13. I don't really see the post. Actually, I do. It's over in the middle by the parking space. Yeah, the parking space there is kind of in the middle of it. That's a good looking site though. Let me make sure I'm right on that number in case I ever need to reserve it. Yeah, actually there's several right here in the middle I need to get. So, nope, that's B14. Okay. So B14. That kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. And I don't care for that one at all there. That's B12. This is pretty nice. That's what I mean. This is a complicated campground because you'll miss something if you don't know all the little roads. There's B10. Then I'm going to have to go back and get on the outer loop again after I hit this little side part. Hope there's not too many more of those. And B8. It's not a bad looking site either. That's actually kind of nice. It's a little further away from the river though. I would like to be on the river. Here's B9. It's alright. B11. It's okay. Okay, back out on the outer loop by the river. Here's B15, very spacious, open site. And you got parking across here too, which will be nice if, well, I think I could get my trailer back in there too, but if you had maybe somebody coming with you and sharing the same campsite. I'm not sure what that was. That's B17 there. I see the post in the middle. Okay, here's B19. These are kind of in the middle of the inner and outer loops, so you can hear the river, but they're not really, if that's not important to you, these are pretty nice sites and pretty spacious. So B21 here, B23. There is like an endless number of little roads that cut through the middle. I bet I've lost 10 pounds just doing this. B23. Getting further from the river. Now I like that one for the shade of it. That one's really just in the woods right there, but I don't know, I like hearing that river at night. I woke up a couple times in the middle of the night last night and just listened to it. You know, so. Alright, here's B24. So it looks like we got a road that shoots down through the middle here again. So I might as well just do it. This is B25. Like I say, it's kind of hard to go wrong in this campground. I've only seen a few, and I mean like I could count on one hand the ones I would say I absolutely would not really want that site. Just a real small handful. Here's B27, very nice site, shaded. Here's another handicap accessible site, B26. So I want to try to feature those too in case you have that need. For a handicap site. So B28 is handicap. Another bathhouse, or bathroom. They don't actually have bathhouses where you take showers and stuff. We make our own shower. B29. There's an old camper there. That's neat. I like those old ones. B30, right by the bathroom. Okay, that's a welcome site. We're back by the ranger station, so that means we've hit the end of this loop. Okay, I said at the beginning there was not an A section, but apparently there is a small one, and here it is. It's actually right behind the ranger station. I came in from the road up there, so that started the B section. So apparently this is the A section here. A1. I like A1 on stake, but I don't care for that site. So, A2, decent. A3, you're right up next to the woods there. Not bad. Okay, I'm not sure, but I think I'm back where I first detoured off this back outer loop road, because remember I was debating on showing y'all some of these little middle roads. I think this is the one I started with, so I think I'm back where I would have been. I almost come a hair of not going down those middle ones, but I didn't want to not do that. So, although I can see why people might not want to, because this is quite a workout to walk through here. It's a big campground. So, and I went down, I'm pretty sure I went down that one as well. B30, B17 to B30. So, I'm going to stay on the outer loop rest of the way. I did forget to mention that at the very back of the campground, if you stay on the outer loop at the very back, is the Bradley Fork Trail. There's, it's a hiking trail. There's several hiking trails out of this campground. I think that one is several miles, but there's a couple things you can go to if you want a shorter hike and just turn around and come back. But I think it goes maybe 6, 8, 10 miles. I don't know. I should have noticed that. Here is the Smokemont self-guiding nature trail, and there's a little footbridge here. So I think we did this one years ago. Yeah, 3/4 of a mile, 30 minutes. Here's a little footbridge, and you got people playing in the river. Alright, here's B31. I don't care for that one at all. B32. Let's see, plenty of good grassy area there, plenty of space. Throw a football or something. That's a good site. B32. B33 is a handicap accessible site. So I really want to try to highlight all of those. I don't know if you have to have a handicap sticker to occupy those. I don't see one in that truck. I don't know what the rule is on that. B34. Decent site. Pretty spacious. B35, close to the bathroom. Nice shady side. I like that one. It's also close to a dumpster. Okay, B36. I don't care for that one at all. B37, don't really care for that one. Yeah, that's where I just cut out from those middle roads a minute ago, right here. So the rest of this should be new. Here we're coming up on the rest of the A loop. A5. Don't really like that one much. And folks, why I'm saying that, I'm trying to help y'all, but I'm also making mental notes to myself here. We've done this before, right through a campground. Say, okay, let's get a list of sites we really like, and then we get home, can't remember them. So this is going to be on video. I can just go back and, yeah, I don't really care for any of these. A6. I think this is the one she did like, this last one. This is the last one, I believe. And that's A7. Yeah, that's a pretty good little site there. You're up against the woods. You can hear the creek really good. The creek is really just right there across the road from you. So, let me get a shot of the creek. That's going to be on our other video, but I want to put some on the walkthrough video as well. Somebody's flip-flop. So this is what you have if you have a site near the creek. God's creation right there. Okay. I think that's it. Yep, there's the mailbox where you drop off your ticket after you check out. So that's the one my wife really liked. I mean, it's all right. I can deal with that. But anyway. Hope y'all enjoyed this walkthrough of Smokemont Campground outside of Cherokee, North Carolina, located on Highway 441 in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I also want to mention, before I close this out, if you like horseback riding, there is a place, instead of turning left to come into the campground, if you're coming out of Cherokee, you'll make the right turn, and then you come to an intersection. If you turn left, that takes you into the campground. If you turn right, that takes you out to the riding stables where you can actually rent horses. And you can also get ice, firewood, and there's vending machines out there as well. So I want to make you aware of that. It's not right in the campground, but just jump in your vehicle. It's a 2-minute drive. So I don't remember the horse rental cost. I did see that 1 hour was $40. And I know if you rent them for longer, it goes up from there. But to be honest with you, 1 hour is plenty enough for me to ride a horse. And I'm sure the horse, 1 hour is plenty enough for him to have to carry me around. So if I was going to do that, it would just be 1 hour. So anyway, make y'all aware of that. You can do horseback riding while you're here. And if you have children, I'm sure that's something they would love. But once again, thank you all for watching this video. And I see a nice shot of the creek again. I'm going to walk up here and get this, and I'm going to close this on out. Okay folks, thank you all so much for watching this walkthrough of the Smokemont Campground, and have a blessed day.